Imagine waking from sleep, but remaining unable to move your body. You hear indistinct rustling. Suddenly, beside you towers a shadowy figure. It presses down on your chest, making breathing more difficult. Moments later, it disappears, and control over your body returns. This is an episode of sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is a state in which a person is unable to move or talk while falling asleep or waking up. These episodes usually last between 1 and 6 minutes.
And I couldn't talk, I couldn't move, I was like stuck.
Although they do not appear in every instance of sleep paralysis, hallucinations can make these episodes of paralysis especially frightening, contributing visual, auditory, and bodily hallucinations. Commonly reported visual hallucinations include a menacing shadowy figure or supernatural creature.
And it's a really tall black figure with green glowing eyes.
Sometimes this creature is reported to sit on top of the individual's chest, making it difficult for them to breathe. Auditory hallucinations may include humming, static, buzzing, or hissing, to name a few. As far as physical sensations, feelings of flying, being dragged out of bed, and numbness are among the most commonly reported. Difficulty breathing is another commonly reported symptom of sleep paralysis. Out-of-body experiences or even bliss are also possible. Some individuals will experience none of these specific symptoms, while others may experience several. And patients are aware enough of their surroundings during these episodes to be able to accurately report on them after. So, what's going on in the brain during these episodes? Sleep consists of two states, REM and NREM. During REM sleep is where the most vivid dreams take place, and the body is paralyzed to keep from acting out thoughts or dreams. Sleep paralysis is associated with sleep onset and sleep offset REM, and occurs when the body is asleep but the brain is awake. The experience of waking up paralyzed can trigger a hypervigilant state of mind that leads to the creation of hallucinations, which contribute to the perceived threat level in a terrifying feedback loop. In the past, sleep paralysis was often thought to be the work of malevolent supernatural forces, such as demons and incubi or succubi. But this explanation is not exclusive to the past, as millions of people still attribute these episodes to supernatural forces, such as the jinn in Egypt. Sleep paralysis is usually rare for an individual, but a small minority of people have recurrent isolated sleep paralysis. Isolated meaning their chronic sleep paralysis isn't accompanied by or the result of another condition. This is important to distinguish, as narcolepsy patients experience much higher rates of sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis can also be transmitted genetically, although no single gene has been identified as the culprit. Twin studies show that if one identical twin experiences sleep paralysis, it's very likely the other will as well. There are several methods available for reliably diagnosing sleep paralysis. The first step is a clinical interview. Because sleep paralysis occurs alongside several medical conditions, if symptoms persist, your doctor may want to rule out narcolepsy, which is usually diagnosed by performing a multiple sleep latency test. An MSLT is a series of 5 naps scheduled 2 hours apart throughout the day to see how often patients fall asleep and how quickly they fall into REM state. There's also a test that checks for a genetic marker associated with narcolepsy, but this gene is just a predisposing factor to developing narcolepsy and thus only provides modest diagnostic evidence. Episodes of sleep paralysis can be triggered by a number of lifestyle factors, such as sleep deprivation, psychological stress, or abnormal sleep cycles. Therefore, to reduce your chances of having a sleep paralysis episode, try keeping a consistent sleep schedule and avoiding sleep deprivation, physical fatigue, and stress if possible. Other practices for good sleep hygiene include sleeping in a cool room, avoiding large meals before bed, and getting exercise during the daytime. Another significant way to avoid sleep paralysis is to sleep on your side rather than your back. Sleeping in the supine position makes it more likely for the soft palate to close and obstruct the airway, leading to disruptions in sleep. While this is a trademark symptom of sleep apnea, this airway closure is not exclusive to individuals with sleep apnea. During episodes of sleep paralysis, try wiggling fingers or toes or performing breathing exercises to help end the episode. Also, as impossible as it may seem in the moment, remind yourself that the hallucinations are dreams and the paralysis is temporary. As far as treatment, one of the first methods is education on sleep paralysis to assure patients that they are not in real danger and won't be paralyzed forever. Once again, if symptoms persist, your doctor may want to test for narcolepsy or other parasomnias. In serious cases, tricyclic antidepressants or SSRIs may be used to treat sleep paralysis. In addition, 2 trials of GHB have shown reductions in the amount of sleep paralysis episodes for people with narcolepsy. Another option is cognitive behavioral therapy, which aims at restructuring negative thoughts during episodes. So the next time you wake up completely paralyzed in the dark, you can recognize the experience as sleep paralysis and think, huh. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I want to give a huge thank you to my friend Hannah for being my sleep consultant and providing some information for this episode. If you would like to contribute to the discussion of sleep paralysis, please leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video and think YouTube should recommend it to others, click the thumbs up button. And finally, for more video essays and fun gaming videos, click subscribe.